Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Misplaced your stuffed animal? Does this ever happen to you? Well, stop being a wimp!
Hey there, we're the three-time CG WrestleMania Tag Team Champions, the Diaz Brothers.
And are you tired of these weak-ass stuffed animals that can't even handle themselves in the ring?
Well, brother, we've got the product for you.
Introducing Akula, the Slam Buddy! Standing in at 13 inches tall, he's rough, tough, and stuffed. Ready to pin all your other plushies to the ground. The 1, 2, 3. No one can stand this round mound of pound.
And if you think other stuffed animals can stand up to the challenge, brother, you don't know Akula.
Order now, only on Indiegogo. Dig it?
Hey yo, 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 hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. Hey yo. All right, for a minute there I thought we lost him. Whoa. Hey yo.
Awesome. Awesome to the max.
It's free real estate.
Oh! Brandon, you're muted. What's up, everybody? We're back. We just got in. You're still muted, Brandon. Maybe it's your mic.
No, that's weird. I thought I had unmuted that.
16 long hours. Another
Yeah.
day seeming
Yeah.
like it didn't even exist.
So we didn't jump into. So this is for the audience here can appreciate what's happening right now. No time zone jump, right? Central time zone only. We
Yes.
woke up at 4:30 this morning, left the parking garage at 5:15 a.m., and here we are back in Illinois.
We didn't even tell anybody goodbye.
It was 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people had already left. A lot of people left on Sunday, with flights. Some people were leaving on Monday as well. So hopefully everybody made it back safe. We did.
It's a lot to talk about. Let's get these boys in here. First off, a man. Got a lot of plans going on. Got Edwin.
What's going on, guys? Hey, yo.
Good to see you.
That's nice seeing you guys get made it home safe.
Yeah.
It's a long time coming. Let me tell you. If anybody deserves it, it was us.
It deserves to be home. It was us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got Sim himself, Simon.
What's up? How's it
How's
going?
it going, brother?
It was nice to see that you guys had fun over there.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
For the most part.
What did we watch on the way home, Brandon?
Several movies. All right. So the first thing we watched was the entire first season of the second iteration of Forensic Files. So Forensic Files 2, they have on HLN. We watched the entire first season of that. And then Son-in-Law with the weasel in it himself. Second appearance of Brendan Fraser as Encino Man in that film.
Now, did I see Tiffany Amber Thiessen in that movie?
She was in, yes, she's in Son-in-Law, yeah. She does a striptease thing.
Yeah.
Joe Ball.
I would have loved it.
He'd be going crazy. I'm sure he's seen it. He has to, as a Tiffany Amber Thiessen fan as he is, he must have seen it.
Yeah.
What else did we watch? Bob's Burgers movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of singing in that one.
Yeah. It's just a really long episode of Bob's Burgers. And then toward the end, I put on The Spy Who Loved Me. And it ended like 15 minutes before we got home, which was nice.
That was good.
Yeah.
Lots to watch.
And then we also watched the Beavis and Butthead movie, the new one.
Oh yeah,
I think you were asleep
pretty funny.
Yeah, that one's really funny.
I like that one.
Did you say they're making a new one?
That's the one.
No, that's the one. The
the new
Beavis
one?
and Butthead Do the Universe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. It's funny. I recommend it.
All right, let's see who's in the chat here. First, Ace is here. Sorry we were a little bit late, guys. Rand is
right
here.
on time.
Exactly.
For having driven 15 hours, we're plenty on time, I think.
We got Grimmer in the chat. What's up, Grimmer? Good to see you. Sumo Thori, I saw him in some chats over the weekend. B Rose came down and he was streaming live. I don't know if you guys caught that. That was pretty fun. Jay Ryan is here in the chat with us. Our boy Phoenix Animation, you made it. Maybe another guy who's on the road.
He's another 15 hours today of driving, he said.
Yeah. I think he was going to Phoenix.
He's in the Madman's Club.
I want a Slam Buddy, but I don't like plushies.
Now, see, this is where you're mistaken. The Akula Slam Buddy is not a plushie. This is a jacked, Slam Buddy. You can slam it. You can beat it up. It can take a bit. It's not cute. It's not gonna make noise. It's not fluffy or anything.
It's
like
not
that.
fluffy. It has no
Real
fur.
deal right here. So you can count on the Slam Buddy.
That's right. Go grab it today. B Rose, there he is. Black Rose Comics.
They're all sold out, right? Or you have more?
I have a handful. I'm holding back.
Oh,
okay. Darth Fatass is here. Scrolling down. Snuggy Jr. What's up, Snuggy? Good to see you. Great to have you in the chat today. Howl Comics is here. Scotsman. Pale Rider, man, full house tonight. Admiral Wackass, another convoy.
Probably all wanted to see us crash while we were streaming, but the joke's on them. We're already home.
That's right. A good idea there, Hal. Have to steal that for volume 3.
Slam Buddy stickers. Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Busy at DG, but hey, all, what's DG?
DG?
Glad you made it home safe besides the monkeypox from Cecil. Yeah, we'll talk about it. There's a lot of rumors going around about Cecil. And I don't know who's starting these rumors, where they're coming from, but we ain't denying it, is all I'm saying.
I'll deny it.
Brandon will deny it. All right. Let's get into some... Now, this is when food news transcends news and turns into memes, okay?
There we go.
This is tragic news we found out about a couple weeks ago, maybe last week. And since the Hardline has covered it, this has spread like wildfire. In fact, people from our work have come up to us, right, Brandon, and been like, hey, did you hear about the Choco Taco? This was after we covered it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're the place to be for food news,
Yeah.
Right. People sending off the Choco Taco. Did you see this one, Brandon?
No, I didn't see this. That's awesome.
That's great.
Sad but true. I have yet to gotten a chance to go to a 7-Eleven and see if they had one. We were actually at a gas station today, and they had one of those ice cream tubs. I should have looked in there.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
In fact, the tub said "Look in me." I didn't listen to it on the tub.
Fool you are.
So if you guys haven't grabbed and stocked up on your Choco Tacos, now's the time. They're not long for this world. Sumo Authority says, yeah, we heard you guys were partying in the flesh, so to speak.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Sounds like it. Pale Rider says, Sim, I'm glad Z Comics is treating you better than Sugar Chris. What's this all about, Sim? Is Chris...
It's just a little joke that we're doing in a DM group over there. It's the fact that this morning, like last night, like in the DM group, Chris said like, "Oh, I guess we have no show for tomorrow morning," right? So I'm like, "Okay, so we don't have a show." So I woke up at 10:30, There was no sign of a show. So I'm like, going back to bed. Well, he had a show without me.
What?
What kind of schemes and scams is going on over there?
Yeah, supposedly it was a joke between him and Bell Rider about, Bell buying the house next to him and stuff like that I missed out on.
Wow. Disrespectful.
This sounds like pollution, Sim.
I know.
We got Dan Dahl in the chat. What's up, Dan? He says, had one today, not bragging, but yeah. It sounds like you're bragging. This man eats a Choco Taco today. You should have took a picture and posted it on Twitter, dude. Joke's on you. Adam Miller in the chat. What's up, Adam? Good to see you.
What's up?
We did get home safe and sound. Now, I'm wondering where Joe Ball is. He's probably with his family.
Yeah.
You know, he got home yesterday, so he has no excuse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he left on the plane. He wanted to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, he flew home yesterday. This is one of the first things I wanted to talk about. We got about 20 people in the chat, guys. Share this out. I did tweet this out. It's in the Comicsgate section there as well. But big news. So we got some big news coming from the Hardline. Big Edwin news.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to show off these. Actually, do you have them there in the flesh to show?
I do have them here.
Why do you keep saying in the flesh?
Well, this weekend's had an effect on me, Brandon. Look at that.
Right, there's the samples of the trading card. Just got these in. That's Sim. Colors by Beacon.
That came out great.
Yeah, I love the colors on this. This is a lot easier to deal with this time around with Primo Print than last time.
Is it me?
So I'm thankful for that.
Is it me? It's a bit bigger than a regular trading card, or it's just?
Oh no, just the way I'm positioning it. Okay. This is going to be the same size as the last ones. So actually, I got the next ones also. Bust those out.
Look at that. That's so cool. This guy looks shiny as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my son did a great job on that, and Beacon is taking it to the next level. His colors, so yeah. So if you want to get like a side by side here,
yeah, give me a second here. Oh yeah, there you go.
So yeah, these are awesome. I'm very happy with these, and yeah, like I said, it's been a little slow with the updates, but we got some stuff cooking. I'm just waiting for stuff to actually come in and for me to be happy with it. And then once everything is locked in, I'll be sending an email to all the backers, kind of letting them know what's going on. But stuff is on the way. I'm just got the shipping notifications and all that, so I'm just waiting to get it in hand and make sure that I'm happy with it before I send it out to the world. That progress is coming, man. And we also got some other big news that we talked about last week. Blood Bone Ash Can coming. It's coming soon. We got a date. We got a place to launch it. So Wednesday, October 5th, we're doing the Crack Packs channel. Jeremy's kind enough to help me launch the project. So
sweet.
Coming. So 2 months. Mark your calendar. Save up your money. We're going to be doing it. I'm going to take a page from Sontag's book. We're going to do it through PayPal. So we're going to take pre-orders on it. And, I got somebody's working on the cover now. I just got the first couple pages from the letterer. He's sending it to me to make sure that everything's cool. But like I said, the art's already done on it. So I just need for him to letter it, the cover to be done. And that should be done probably by the end of the month. Everything should be kind of
I can't wait for that.
Done on that end. So yeah, guys,
if you guys
it's coming.
If your mods in the chat, if you could drop the link to the Ace Volume 2. It's in the description below as well if you guys are interested in that. We got Michael Bancroft in the chat. He says, how was the drive?
It was fine.
Heavy footed?
Huh?
Is it heavy footed?
No. The Challenger doesn't want to stay at real high sustained speeds, you know, like sustaining like super high speeds.
Mm-hmm.
It likes to cruise, but like if you're doing 65 miles an hour, you're not going to get anywhere. So you do like 70. There was speed limits there at 75, 2-lane highways, which was crazy. Pretty cool. It's just long and boring, you know. There's I don't know, you just get tired of it.
I slept a lot.
Yeah, Phil slept almost the whole time. So
it was pretty nice. But it's as if it's the whole day, right? It's 16 hours. So it's like the day that you did it disappeared. Like the day didn't exist almost. Like we woke up at 4:30 and then we were out. So the sun came up while we were driving. Didn't stop for any food or anything, just gas and getting some snacks, protein bars, stuff like that. Speaking of someone that doesn't even need protein bars because he's just jacked out of his mind.
Try
Ramiro.
Here he comes.
He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke.
Jabal.
The genetics of my ancestors are absolutely off the hook, and it has just been favor after favor. The past has embedded into my soul. So Phil's exactly right. I'm jacked to the max. It doesn't make sense. I don't do anything to earn it. I just exist.
That almost sounded like
it's a glorious burden, my dudes. A glorious burden.
That was almost an Ultimate Warrior promo. The muscles of my ancestors.
I didn't snort quite enough, but I think with a few tweaks, I could have this warrior thing down pat.
Yeah, that's true. I could take this pool wristband off. They're very strict about the pools, the pool at the Marriott.
Yeah, it's very odd, but I get it because the pool at the Marriott had it had a little pool. It was the rectangle, right, and it had a hot tub with just a bunch of fat, hairy guys in it. And then there was a lazy river in the shape of the perimeter of the state of Texas.
Yeah, we were actually hanging out with Maromi, who was at the pool with us.
Oh yeah, what's up, man?
Chilling by the lazy river.
That's right.
He was out. Signed
scoping the chicks.
Yeah, we signed.
I
signed the Lost Pages book for him. That was cool. We got to hang out with a bunch of people. Camaro was there. Preston Acevedo came down. Of course, Joe Ball picked us out. So people were posting about it. So wanted to show this off. If you guys have not seen these online yet,
if you guys are interested, I have 3,000 pounds of Joe Ball ash cans in my trunk.
That's true.
Taking the highest bidder can have them all.
Hey, I mean, he's giving you a real deal here. Yes, this might be like one of those things where you win a whole box of something for 25 cents on eBay.
You got to pay the shipping, though.
Is this true? Bro, is this true? Camara says at the steakhouse there was this annoying guy reeing. Joe wanted to beat him up.
At the steakhouse? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there the entire time.
I never wanted to hurt anybody there. That is,
what are you talking about?
Anyone that knows me that was also there knows I was delighted to see every single individual, no matter who it was, just a person walking down the street. No, yeah, there were some people that were driving me fucking insane, but it was 99% fun and good. So you can't let one frustrating person at a steakhouse, that's there with a butt plug tail in themselves, dressed like a person. You can't let one strange person ruin your day.
Adam Miller's doing some giveaway. Adam Miller does awesome art on Twitter. He says, I'm going to pick a random person to do a free sketch for tomorrow. I think check out my Twitter if you haven't yet. Definitely check out Adam Miller's Twitter. Killing it. Yeah, so here's some pictures here. We got Brando.
Yeah, I was there.
Repping Doge.
Yeah, I was repping Doge. Despite what Maromi says.
Yeah, that's true.
Going to the moon.
It's down with Doge. We got Anthony Figueroa came out for the day. Phoenix Animation.
Oh yeah, he's giving me the finger.
This young kid here. Preston.
So like the joke is that Chimera never shows himself off, right? But he's
Right.
like really, really young,
Uh-huh.
and he got carded multiple times at this place, and he
Yeah.
didn't even order a drink.
That sounds like him. That makes total sense. He is oh yeah, he's double jointed because I asked him. He looks like he has that body type of someone that is double jointed.
Like that X-Files episode of Tombs.
Yeah, he's like Toombs from X-Files.
Yeah,
Let me pull it up.
exactly like Tombs. Yeah.
You guys been X-Files fans? Toombs X-Files. Now Toombs could slip himself under doorways. Was that right? Is that the guy?
No, he
Yeah.
reminds me of Michael Bolton in Office Space. So much.
I could see that.
Yeah, he's hard too. If you talk to him in person, he's hard, like Michael Bolton from Office Space.
Here's Toombs coming in through the dog door from X-Files.
It's disgusting. Yeah, that's the perfect representation of exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, so those guys went out.
There's another. You should have put the other picture up, because in the other picture, the screens in the background is a guy choke holding another guy, like choking him out in UFC style, and it was just really funny.
In X-Files?
No. In the there's two pictures from that night where we're all at that restaurant.
I didn't take them.
I know. I'm just saying the general you.
This is the picture that Anthony Figueroa took of me streaming. This isn't even my phone. I think this is B Rose's phone.
Yeah.
I was controlling B Rose.
You look at there's a maskless Cecil in the
Holy
background,
shit.
but he's obscuring himself.
Look at that.
It was close, man.
That's a close one. I didn't even notice that. We have a almost maskless Cecil over here. That's hilarious. All right. And then I think there was one more picture. Who's this? This is Shane Ness, the elusive hardliner, I'd say. But he was there.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he was there.
Hang out with him, meet him.
During the day, he was there.
Question.
Yeah, he's like a Bigfoot. You never actually see him that often, but occasionally he shows up on film.
That's true. Camara says, yeah, I got Anna to step on B Rose. I regret nothing.
Yeah, and the trip was worth it.
If for nothing else.
Yeah.
It was for that. Who else had a picture? Oh, John Hervey had a picture of all of us, I think. Let me get back here. He had a good one. What are people saying in chat, Brandon? Can you read that?
Let's see. Pale Rider says hopefully I'll be there next time with an Easter bag full of X. You know, I don't know if X-Men comics would be that popular at an anime convention. There was barely any comic book stuff there. Chimera saying, yeah, you got carded twice. Pretty funny. They card you at the door, and then the waitress didn't believe him. Let's see here. Pretty much everybody's just saying hi to each other.
In the chat?
Ryan says, wait, what? But I don't know what the context is.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
John Hervey came out. Beyond Time Comics. He was selling some. He said he sold a good amount of Black Tiger.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is really good. This was interesting. We were talking to Phoenix about this. Because we just got back from Chicago Fan Expo, and it seems like the anime convention crowd is more willing to buy readable material like a comic book than the crowd that goes to comic conventions, which is sad.
Yeah, the comic convention crowd is more like what you were saying, into the movies and into buying the merchandise just to represent that they like the movies, because it's a personality trait, right? Whereas the anime fans seem to genuinely be interested in the stories of the characters and not just the characters and the merchandise.
Well,
It's
there's so
super
much
interesting.
variety of people at an anime con to begin with. It's like every part of planet Earth showed
could
up
have-
there in some capacity that I think like they genuinely want to find new things. What's
Dude,
new and interesting? What's cool? What have I not heard of? Whereas some people are just looking for what they know, which is fine too. I know that's just how a lot of people are. But yeah, it's interesting how many people there are just they're interested to find anything cool and different.
Did
Doesn't
you
necessarily
find it?
have to be anime.
Did you find it interesting the amount of men in French maids outfits walking around?
No, that I fully expected. I
That
just
was
tried to prepare my brain as best I could.
50% of the convention.
He's not. You're not lying.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
There must have been that I seen alone 50 different guys dressed as French maids.
There was okay, so I would say if you took the entire group of people in costume, they would outnumber everybody else combined.
What number would you say dressed up?
What?
What like
Like
could you
in
guesstimate?
cosplay was
Yeah, like how
almost
many people?
everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Because I went to a Terrificon over the weekend, and I was shocked by the amount of lack of cosplay.
Really?
Usually, it's a convention that's pretty
one was
heavily.
every-
Usually, the past ones I've gone to has been really heavy, but this year, for some reason, I'd say maybe 40%.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wow.
it could be less than that. I was shocked, like for real.
Yeah.
They get to meet Billy Tucci and now, so that was awesome.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we saw an umbrella with the name Tucci on it at the pool.
There we go.
Yeah, we were at the pool and I was on my phone and I'm like, oh look, Edwin got to meet Billy Tucci, and then Brandon's like, oh, this umbrella says Tucci on it. And then we left. It was weird. Let's see. B Rose, what the hell did you get up to over the weekend? He was stepped on Anna. He came to the convention.
No, Anna stepped on him.
He was stepped on by Anna.
Yeah, he was stepped on by Anna. Yeah.
Turning CG into Bengals fans one weeb at a time. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. That's gonna be the team of America and our circle of the internet here soon, because after the Bengals win like 4 Super Bowls in a row, everyone's got to pretend to at least like them. So
they'll have to change the name to the Bengal Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where like once the Patriots got good, magically like 70% of the country became like Patriot fans that never pay attention otherwise. So I'm like, I don't care how what makes the Bengals sell jerseys as long as they're selling tons of jerseys, you know.
Dale wants this no proof of life for Cecil. I'm afraid we don't have any proof of that right now.
Yeah.
Voyager, were you at the convention, Voyager? Might have been. A lot of people came up to us that knew us from streams and stuff, which was so cool. So if you were one of those people, thanks for doing that. That was awesome to see all these people out here. Joe was out chilling his ash cans, selling those, meeting people, shaking babies, kissing hands, all that good stuff. It was really cool.
The best part, and I know this sounds this might sound a little silly to some people, but my favorite part of the whole thing was no matter where I was at for 4 days straight, I never once had to light my own cigarette. As soon as the cigarette went to my mouth, there were 3 people holding lighters up in front of it, and I was like, this is a fucking dream come true.
Oh. You didn't like snob shame them about not using a match?
No, not would never do such a thing.
Oh,
I was just happy people said there's this one thing he has to do in life, and yeah, it takes about 1.3 seconds to light that cigarette, but we're gonna be here to do it. We're gonna put those lighters up as quick as possible. He will light, and it's just it's a silly comfort. You know, some people are like, being rich means having a Maserati and a mansion. I'm like, nah. Having fun and the 3 people recognizing you means you never have to light your own cigarette. Far better than any mansion I've ever seen.
Well, how are you faring now that you're back at home and you have to light your own cigarettes? Or have you just completely given up smoking now?
I've become a fucking mess. It's terrible.
You've forgotten how to light your own cigarettes already?
Yeah. Yeah, I keep holding the lighter in the air. Nothing comes out of it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I throw it on the ground and get even more angry. Now I am trying to recover from like when the plane was landing back down. I don't know if it was just me. Maybe it is because I haven't flown in like 20 years. But like perfectly
Yeah.
fine on the way there. But when we were coming back and when we were landing, like my ears popped out like 10 times normal than like usual when you're on a plane. And most people seem fine, but like I felt like a vice was like starting to tighten into my ears. And then I hit this high pitch ringing in both of them, and it just went into underwater mode. And like I couldn't hear anything till like halfway into today. They started to clear up a little bit, and one of them's still kind of fucked. But I've been living this underwater life where I can't hear myself or anything around me. Everything's just starting to come back. But
yeah, that's why flying sucks, especially since Biden raised the minimum pressure that they have to have the cabins at for no reason. So now everybody's ears are all fucked up.
Oh my god! What? Kamara took this picture. I don't know why he got this guy's shoes in it as well, because you got to see these stockings. So yeah, this is Cecil.
Yeah,
hanging
there's
out
too
with the
much
wife.
of the guy in the maid's outfit in this photo.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, it's very odd, but
yeah, there was
Camera was into weird
so
things.
many of these guys. I did see one girl in the French maid's outfit though.
I didn't.
Yeah, I saw her. It was whatever. It didn't make up for it.
Yeah, HK Stash in the chat. I always have a hard time lighting my dip. So it's a tobacco reference. The Voyager says, "Did you see Catalina, Phil?" We did not.
No, it seems as though she's MIA. After hanging out with Phoenix,
Yeah,
she hasn't been seen since.
I think she quit after hanging out with Phoenix.
He thinks she got fired.
For hanging out with Phoenix?
Yeah, probably for hanging out with Phoenix.
Yeah. Maid cafes in Japan. Yeah, so here's the explanation behind the maids that someone told me. It might have been Phoenix, or it might have been Chimera, but supposedly there's maid cafes in Japan. And in the way they were telling it to us, it sounds like a Hooters. It's like this coffee cafe where all the staff is dressed like French maids, females for male customers. But there's also a female version that's for female customers where all the staff are guys still dressed as French maids.
Oh, that's awful. Because like it's well known that women like guys in suits, right? So it would have been like guys in suits, right? That would be a much better business.
I don't know.
Do you think like the women are like, hey, look at how funny this is. Let's go patronize that business as a joke to ourselves.
They're like this. Covering their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Johnson's in the chat. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you.
Yo.
Hope more CG people come next year. I think they will. I think next year there's going to be a lot of people going to conventions. MegaCon. This one again. It'll be good. But this year there was a lot of CG people there anyways.
All right. Jay Ryan says she's dead.
Oh yeah.
It checks out.
I hope not. Phoenix is known for running people over. You forget it's Japan. Everything there is 100% more degenerate.
I guess. I've never been to Japan, so I don't know.
Speaking of degeneracy, there's rumors going around online.
Oh yeah,
people don't know.
Disgusting, and it's making me sick.
It's vile. People don't know where Cecil is. Okay, Brandon and I hung out with Cecil, Mr. Biggins, and Joe Ball, And the first night we were there, Friday night, Cecil got really drunk. And he was going to walk back to the hotel about, what would you say, about 5 blocks, Joe? When we were at Neil's. There's this
Sorry, I was muted because I was trying to
He's
message.
on a different show.
What? Say that again about Cecil.
Remember when he was trying to walk back to the place, to the hotel when we were at that comic book bar?
Yeah.
And he was so drunk that he was walking like a hunchback. Like his left shoulder was lower than his right. And he was almost walking as if the plane he was walking on was on an angle.
He walked on a crook from the time we left the floor that day.
Yeah.
That was all day. He hit that point at like 2:30, 3 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Was in the drunken crook.
And our boy, he would not have gotten into that bar unless our boy Nick told the bouncer that he hurt his back. He's like, Cecil, put your mask on because they're not going to serve you. They're not going to let you in this place. So he put his mask on, but they stopped him. They're like, hey, is your friend okay? He's like, oh yeah, he just hurt his back really bad. He's like, oh, okay, so they let him in. So then he was tired and he wanted to go back to the hotel and he was going to walk himself. I totally forgot about this. Ryan Blue Thunder from the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He was hanging out with us the first night, and he went there, and he is the one that walked him back to the hotel. I walked him a couple blocks,
and he hasn't been seen since either.
That's true. Never.
Ryan was a really cool dude, though. I enjoyed meeting him.
Yeah,
like he was a very interesting person. So that was a highlight, getting to talk to Ryan.
Yeah, he was awesome. But he saved Cecil and got him back to the hotel room. No one's seen or heard from Ryan since. But then the next day, Cecil trips while streaming, stepping off of a curb, and he protests that his big toe touched his shin because his foot got bent back so far, which in turn overextended his Achilles tendon or whatever, this tendon in the back of his ankle,
right,
and messed up his foot. He said the next day blood was pooling in the bottom of his heel. So he's all kind of messed up. Rumor of this is that Fred and Ethan and John are proclaiming that we double teamed Cecil, and this is what John Malin drew of us.
One of the people, the guy on the left in this image up here, looks like a bad drawing of like a sea monkey, right? He's got the tail and that weird sea monkey crown and like really thin appendages and stuff.
Yeah. So he first posted that. He also, John says I was this one, which I resent that because this guy has no ass.
That's true.
So he's just taking cheap
Those
shots
all
now.
ass.
I posted I am the Cecil now because that's
apparently that's sold for $400.
I hear that it did sell for $400. Yeah.
Great.
That's CG for you. Wow, that's wow. Bancroft says that can happen if you have a cold or an ear infection. I don't know what he's talking about.
About falling over for no reason.
Oh.
There's a reason, and it's not that he has a cold or an ear infection. He says that he was looking at himself in the camera while walking on stream and then walked off of the pier.
So now it's CG lore. Look at this. People are saying I'm a gray.
Yeah.
It's CG lore that this incident with Cecil and us. I didn't even watch this video yet. Someone's making videos about it. There was another picture that I posted of us. Let me see here. This guy says not fat enough. I said this is the nicest thing anyone said to me all weekend.
Yeah, they were being real hard on Phil.
Andino asked, was Cecil worth it or a dead fish? And I said, now he's a dead fish. because no one's seen them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I texted him. I haven't heard back from him, so I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Probably just asleep.
But that's the big rumor. Cecil is a perfect mess.
Like the girl from the Cherry Pie music video?
Yeah, or the singer. If I get a cold or ear infection, I could get spit roasted? Jesus Christ. Locked in the finger cuffs. Yeah, everybody's Philsil.
Philsil? That's like a medication, like a antibiotic medication. Philsil?
That's right. Here, let me find that other picture that I posted here. But yeah, it was good meeting everybody. You know, what happens in Houston stays in Cecil. Someone was saying.
God, that's disgusting.
I didn't say it. Someone said it.
Yeah. Everyone's making me sick.
This was pretty good. If you're a fan of Charlie Day.
Me?
So, Cecil, what did you monsters do to the real Cecil? Saint Ravage says, John Malin's stats made it very clear. The Diaz brothers got him drunk, Eiffel Towered him till he broke his back, sabotaged his shoe so he'd break his ankle, drugged him and stole his mask, thus becoming the Cecil Bros. It's so obvious.
Yeah, we're now more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
And then I posted this. I said, magical weekend. It's he and Cecil. This could be anybody.
Yeah.
That might not be Cecil.
Well, Cecil isn't he like Dr. Fate, where anybody who puts on the hat becomes Cecil?
That would be awesome. Yeah. Like inside the mask is this godly entity that tells the person, it kind of encourages the person to be a drunken buffoon. You know, instead of battling the balancing order and chaos like Dr. Fate does.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Cash Grab should have been about.
Yeah, we could change
that
it.
could be Cash Grab 2.
Yeah, I'll write the next one. Crazy Matt says, I like Cephil better than Philsil.
Cephil? Like the soap?
Cephil.
Or that's Cetaphil. It's the same thing.
Gentleman doesn't kiss and tell, Phil? He went to that party last night. I didn't know there was a party.
Yeah, I wasn't invited to any party.
Cecil gave it up like the French. There you go. So that's what happened this weekend. That's about the only thing that really happened this weekend. How was Rekieta's booth, Joe? You were tabling with Nick Rekieta.
It was. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. It wasn't too bad. We had a good flow of people come through. You know, when the other YouTubers were around, it like really filled up. They had like panels and things, so it would fluctuate throughout the days. But it was pretty good. Got to meet a ton of people. Some new faces. Some names we already knew, at least like screen names that we finally got to meet them in real life.
Yeah.
A lot of fans, a lot of backers, people that were just at the convention that had never heard of us. So it was a really broad mix of people, and it was cool getting to meet them. And some of the guys, hooking them up with a bunch of ash cans because they wanted to get this stuff into their comic shops and things like that. And it was just good to see the hype,
Yeah, it's super awesome. It was a fun time.
Mm-hmm. 99% of it I'm not going to say much about, but the show itself was good.
Brandon, what? So if we go again,
high-low of the con weekend.
Yeah, give us the high-low of the con weekend.
I had a good low. What was my best low?
Your
All right,
best-
come back to me. I got to think of my low. I had one earlier. I was planning on this and I forgot.
Your best low.
No, low, like the low, low
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of the convention. Yeah.
Would you though drive again next year, or would you fly?
Okay. It wasn't worth driving. I was just telling Jessica actually, like I would drive to one if it was in Florida, because then you could stay extra days and then hang out and there's more things to do. But like here, it wasn't worth the effort of driving, even though the driving part, it was just boring, and it was just like being in an airplane because you're just doing 150 miles an hour. But that wasn't worth it. Would I fly though? Airports are a pain in the ass, so I don't know if I would fly there either.
Now the only other option is train.
No, trains are stupid.
What's wrong with trains?
You could buy like a train derailleur on the internet for like $40 and then just go put it down on any rail.
What?
And kill 500 people with it.
Gail Simone took a train from the northwest
I remember.
to C2E2.
That's because they didn't have any C-130s available, right? Cargo plane.
It was on the dime of C2E2 as well. We just need to get Anime Matsuri to pay for our train ticket, and we'll be set.
Yeah, that would be great.
We'll just say, hey, we're going to make a bunch of videos talking about C2E2.
Driving was cheap. It was like $150 each way on it. I'd say $125 in gas each way on average.
How comics horse?
Horse, yeah. Covered wagon.
Spike and Madness wants to know where you get a train derailleur from.
You could just look up train derailleur. It's just a stupid metal thing that you clip onto the rail. I remember seeing this on a video, or maybe it was on History Channel or something like that. They were talking about gun control and how, like, it's like, oh, the terrorists and the guns, if you got to get rid of guns because you can go shoot someone stuff. And they're like, you can't tell me anything about gun control until you stop selling these fucking train derailleurs on the internet. You could just throw it in a backpack, go and put it on railroad tracks and kill hundreds of people at any time without a gun. They're like, you don't tell me about weapons. And I was like, yeah.
Ryan Johnson suggests the Zaid private jet.
Yeah. I'm all right with that idea.
Hells yes. Private jets are the most awesome, like, if you've got enough money to afford one ridiculous thing in life, I think a private jet, like being able to use that regularly, like afford the $20K per trip every time you need it, like that would be amazing.
I saw one time, I was reading an article and it was about how there's like these open leg things for private jets that you could go and get for like real cheap because people will fly in and then they won't need to fly back out until like much, much later. And so instead of the jet just sitting, in Chicago here, you could get like 10 of your buddies to pay $200 each, and then you go take a private jet to whatever location and then, use the plane while it's just sitting around waiting for some high roller. And they let you do that much cheaper than if you were just normally chartering the plane.
People are suggesting tour buses, Brandon.
I guess. Then
too cramped. Private jets, it's faster. It's bad enough just being playing in the first place for more than like an hour and a half. You're gonna have to be in anything long term. You want it to be a private jet where you can just do whatever you want.
Right.
How long was the flight for you, Joe?
About 2.5 hours.
Not bad.
It's pretty long. By the time we were like literally off the plane, it was probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about the planes for me. It's just like you get to the air. It was just like the driving part was like, this is just as much of a hassle as going to the airport. So I could just spend the $300 instead of the $800 or whatever.
I mean, you're right. It's there's there's not a huge gap in like pros and cons for either one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can pretty much rationale both of them out almost equally. Because I even thought about that after the fact. Like next time, like with the amount of money I had to spend on a whole variety of things, I think it
Shipping
might have been easier just to get my friend to like just rent a slightly bigger U-Haul that can fit a few of us in it. Just
Yeah.
throw all the shit in there and make one person drive us down that's cut out for that. Just live with it, because it might be better overall than all the other hassles you have to go through and services you have to pay for to get those things done, where you could have just paid one guy to do like 5 different things. So
Plus, your life is in your own hands while you're driving.
yeah,
That's true.
I was a little nervous on the takeoff from Cincinnati, but that's mostly because it was like it's like sunny and brutal for a day, and then it just rains like torrential downpours for a day, and then goes back to blazing hot. So it was like nasty out when we took off.
I don't know if you heard this, Joe, but Phoenix got stuck in an elevator.
Oh yeah.
He was telling us.
Yeah, a lot of music at the first night. That wasn't the worst thing though.
It was pretty bad. We couldn't hear each other. If the waitress comes up to you and you have to speak into her ear hole, tell her what you want.
Yeah.
The music is too loud.
Yeah. What you have to do to make them lower the music is when they come over to do that, you have to lick them in the ear. Right? So they'll just get fed up with that and be like, can we just turn this damn music down so that I don't have to put my face near these guys?
Yeah, well, it seemed like a lot of the guys in there were guys that were trying to lick those women, lick the waitress.
Yeah, that's true.
They were trying to dance with the waitresses also. They were all short Mexican guys in bowling shirts.
He had like the Cuban guy shirt, right?
He's like Carlos Santana wears.
Yeah.
And whenever a waitress would come by or walk past, they'd like start dancing backwards in front of them to try to get them to dance with them. And the guy who was the smartest one sat at the bar right next to the order computer kiosk that the waitresses would type in the orders for the receipts. So every 3 minutes there was another waitress at the place, and he'd try to hit on her and talk to her, and then she would just stare at the thing typing it in. But he did grab one and start dancing with her, so props to him.
Yeah, he was the smartest of them all.
Sugar Chris says he was probably stuck in the elevator with a booth babe on purpose. No, there was no booth babes. He was just stuck in an elevator. The doors wouldn't open for 45 minutes. Jim Cox in the chat. What's up, Jim Cox? I'm here for broads in a poll, and I see neither. Well, I'm glad that we got some guys that come in just for Babe of the Week.
That's good.
That's Babe of the Week.
Good.
I guess
isn't that in food news all we're known for?
Yeah, food news and
basically.
Yeah,
basically. What was your lowest point for the convention then, Phil?
The lowest,
like your least favorite thing about the convention, or the weekend in general.
I don't know. Well, obviously there was a point where I got really paranoid.
Yeah.
That
worked itself out. So
it worked itself out. Turned out it was nothing, which is hilarious.
Right. Woman.
A good point was I beat this British guy in arm wrestling, which was awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think you were there for that, Joe, were you?
No, I was there before and after. You know how it was. If you walked away to do anything, inevitably, because there were just so many people all over the place, you would get stopped, or you'd see somebody else or you'd be talking, or something would just pop up. So it was very intermittent on that. For everything I saw, there was something I missed and heard about after the fact. It was just well.
Yeah, that British guy with the curly mustache, I beat him in arm wrestling. Pretty cool. And then lowest point. Oh, here's the lowest point. We didn't need no stinking badges.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because no one checked badges.
I got badge checked once.
One time.
Yeah.
And was it from someone other than those two?
No. It was a guy though, instead of the women. The women didn't care. They were just always on their phone.
I think you guys might have just blended because like the first few days, like every time I came in and out, they were on people.
Yeah.
So maybe it was just luck of the moment for you, but I mean, I saw that security just parading like person after person, but it was fair. They were just trying to do their jobs. Like I don't think they were unusual or anything. They were being normal about it. Like you saw the security at least a few times. I heard them being like, "No, motherfucker, let me see that pass."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Hell yeah, that chick's pretty cool."
That's awesome.
But it's overall, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like I think mine was obvious anyways, so I never got stopped. But I was in and out to smoke so much that like inevitably I was gonna see some retarded stuff in and outside of the building more often than maybe people that were kind of in a zone or walking around a large part of it.
That's right.
You know me, man's got to smoke a lot.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Sim, you're on the panel.
Yeah, yeah. It's the only way to get a bunk.
Sim.
It's just very delayed.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have been kind of bunk lacking, so sometimes we got to.
I know.
And take care of the bunk ourselves, you know.
With
We support the chat, you know. This one's on us.
To bunk it up.
There you go, a free one for each chat.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Dillard's in chat. What's up, John? Another high point for me is these two fans came up. They were just there. The first day I saw them, one had a Cyberfrog shirt on, the other one had a Graveyard Chip shirt on. The second day I saw them again, and they came up to me, and they're like, "We're huge Lost Pages fans. We love the Lost Pages," which was super cool. So I talked to them for a little bit. I gave them one of my copies of the Graveyard Chip because one of the guys didn't order that. And it was awesome just to see people that know us and put, names to faces, the screen names from the chat to these people. So
what's up, Adam Miller?
It was really, really cool. What's up, Adam? Another super chat, $2 says another bonk. Adam. There we go. Hail, brother. Hell yeah. Thank you, Adam.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
I remembered my least favorite thing.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of it now, and it was probably that cookie ice cream.
I was just going to say the false big cookie incident.
Yeah. So they had food trucks out in front,
which is
and cool. I know Joe had a big issue with the food trucks, and I had a big issue with them subsequently because they had a cookie one, and like the night before, I'm like strolling out to meet everybody at wherever they were going to go, and I see the cookie truck, and I was like, oh, instead of going to this bar, I'm just going to get this big cookie. You know how like you go to the mall and you could get a big cookie, right? And it's like this big.
Yeah.
But the truck was closed. So then in the morning, it's like, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to go get this big cookie. And then I go out there and it was like almost no options for anything. And then they had this like other dessert thing, and it was vanilla ice cream blended with cookies and brownies, and then it had crumbled up sugar cookie on top of it. And I was like, oh, that could be cool, like some sort of blended thing in like a cup or whatever. And it was $6, so I ordered that, and it was like pre-manufactured from a factory, and like to the point where even like the tub that it came in had like the nutritional value and the ingredients and stuff on it. And it was all high fructose corn syrup and seed oils and stuff. And I was like, you're a food truck. And I'm like, it should be fresh, right? Like that's the point of food trucks.
Yeah.
Well,
And
the catch is we all know this. 90% of the time, there's food trucks equals fun and original, or like simple but really good, like just creative stuff. Even if it's usual, it's got a little something different, and it's usually really good, even if it's a little high priced or whatever. It's worth the trouble, and it's got the charm. And if you saw this huge line of food trucks and thought for sure, like, oh, a plethora of cool stuff to try, because that's the norm. And then it was all like, especially in Houston of all places, where there's just, so many cultures gathered into one place. It's interesting. So you would expect some variety, and it was literally just like generic versions of garbage you could eat any day of the week, anytime. There was like nothing special about any of it. It was like there was a ramen place, and it was literally a picture of the noodle cups you buy from Kroger for like 89 cents a piece. It was like, what is this? I'm sure there was some okay stuff, but like everything I saw, I was just like not interested. And I'm not even picky. Like there was one food truck, it's probably the same one you went to, that had the cookies and milk. And I walked up there and just ordered like 4 jugs of milk. The lady was like, "You just want white milk, honey?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just want a bunch of white milk. Hook it up." And she did. And man, I chugged that stuff instantly. I thought I was going to die afterwards, but man, I was so happy.
So I took one bite of my cookie ice cream thing, and then it's like, this isn't worth. The flavor's not good enough for how bad this thing is, and it's going to make me feel bad. So I just threw it away. That was the worst part of the weekend.
Yeah, I really liked the thing that I got, which I just showed there.
Yeah, Phil got this dough cone.
Yeah, dough
cone.
It's
a soft serve ice cream instead of a waffle cone. It's like a dough. It's like bread, right?
Yeah.
Was it like a sweet bread, or was it like?
It's like a cinnamon roll bread.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I don't know. Or like a brown, like sugary roll. I don't know. People are memeing it online though, because I posted it to my Instagram. So that's what it is.
And then you had different varieties, and so it had a big toasted marshmallow on the side of it.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. It was $16 as well, so
that's expensive.
Yeah.
I didn't eat the corn syrup.
All right, let me. Ace, didn't you pull up a Babe?
Yes.
Someone?
No, she's on the Hardline.
All right.
My highlight though was that hot Venezuelan chick in the thong at the pool. So that was the best thing all weekend.
How do you know she was Venezuelan?
You could tell.
There's no way you could tell.
You could tell.
I don't know. Alan also sent in a suggestion. I totally forgot for Babe of the Week. Let me see who it was really quick.
Yeah, go with Alice then. We like the chat participation. So
that's right. Who is this?
That way, Brandon can rip his apart and not have to rip mine every week.
Yeah.
He's still salty. He'll have to spend all that money on the salama stand. Just trying to recoup that every week. He's like, how can we make our money back after this?
Yeah.
Who is this, Alan?
All right, if it's like some weirdo stuff, then you can.
It's not weird. I mean, she's attractive. I just don't know who this is. I don't know if it's a person.
What's her name? Put in the private chat.
Is I can't pronounce this name.
That's weird.
It's Niringa Krizuti.
Even the waffle bus.
She has a link tree.
Sauce and high fructose corn.
I bet she does. If Hal found
exclusive content. How I don't know if I could do it. No one knows who this is. This lady might have an OnlyFans. I'm not comfortable with this.
You can visit her on your own time. Go with mine then.
All right, we'll go with yours, Ace. I'm sorry, Alan. All right.
Diller Draw says, this guy ate my entire contribution to the Lost pages as a snack. Baller.
What?
With your $16 ice cream.
That's right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that contribution. All right. Time for Babe of the Week?
Oh, apparently there were hot bartenders at the pool on yesterday. Oh, like later in the day. Oh, here we go.
See? Here we go.
We said
Right
it.
on time. Right on
June the
time for Babe of the Week. They know they're waiting.
Oh boy.
Like, it's an hour in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it.
All right, Babe of the Week, returning champion Catalina.
Missing champion.
What's that?
Said missing in action champion.
MIA champion. She was not at the restaurant.
Yeah, we drove all the way out, 16 hours. We drove all the way out there to see her. She's not even there.
We made it. What if we had made a Babe of the Week shirt for her and she wasn't even there to get it?
Yeah.
You know. New picture of Catalina on her Instagram page. So she is the returning champ. And Ace's pick for this week. Where is it? Here it is. This is.
What's going on with this stomach, man?
Who's this? Amy Adams?
No,
Oh, Heather Graham.
At the top,
That's
man.
Heather Graham?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, look at this
Oh
one.
my God.
This was better.
This is
yeah,
a much
nice.
better picture of her. All right.
Heather Graham. Gonna be setting up the poll right now. So you guys decide. We do this every week. This is the final thing we do for the hard line.
I don't even have to say anything here. We know
Babe of the
this
Week. Catalina or Heather Graham.
Feminista Bulis. What the hell of a name?
Poll is in the chat, everybody. We got 23 people in the chat. If you guys have not yet hit that like, we almost have 23 likes as well. We have 22 likes.
There you go.
Definitely hit that like, subscribe. Maybe we can get the porn bot to like, and we'll be closing this one up.
Feed the porn bot.
Overall, great weekend. Had a lot of fun. The pool time was really nice. Just hanging by the pool. They have this awesome, like Brandon said, this lazy river that's shaped like Texas that has a very strong current. We found out.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
So we would get breaks in the mass of people in this lazy river, and then we'd race backwards against the current, and it was really challenging. It was pretty cool.
The wall Heather Graham hit like a freight train. Yeah, she doesn't look too great.
You gotta
She
catch her on the right
looked good.
picture then.
Just here, she's lacking.
Not so much. Yeah.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
John Dillard with a super chat, $5. Have a great stream. I'm Audi 5,000, 1996 represent. Hail, brother.
I'm a Carolina lifer now, so she got my
You're a
vote no matter
believer?
what. Yep. I mean, until she turns 32, then I'll maybe even 30. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, Dillard, for the super chat. Here's your bonk, brother.
You called.
Yeah, Dale says Heather Graham is 52 years old.
Yeah. Elizabeth Hurley and Selma Hayek are doing better than her.
Yeah. Everybody also go subscribe to the mailing list for Bloodbone. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
stuff.
announced that over the on Twitter. You can find the link there. Basically, you'll get a free trading card. This isn't going through Indiegogo, so I'll basically be taking this list and kind of matching it to the backer list. But yeah, it'll be great looking. The trading card. It's basically the image I used at the first post about Bloodbone. We're gonna use that as a trading card by colors by How Comics. So it looks sweet. As you saw that Ace trading card is fire. So the Bloodbone one should be just as awesome.
Yeah, get on this. This is going to be awesome. Tons of action, gore, and lots of fun. Pretty good stuff. Voyager, it says the honkers on Cat. Cat. I love that her name's not even Catalina.
Yeah, her name's not even. Well, she's gonna be deified as a CG character soon.
Yeah.
With the fake name.
Public domain. Yeah, just like Salama.
Yeah.
She's looking 62 these days instead of 52. There you go. Another super chat, Sumo Authority for $10. Brother, thank you so much. Finally, something that requires no horny bonk. Is that $3 grand? What are you talking about? Well, you need the bonk already. Here you go. Thank you for the super chat. Coming to the end of the poll, guys, if you haven't yet seen, we closed out CG Vacation this past week.
That's right.
Obviously not refreshed,
Thursday?
but yeah, well, I think it was Thursday. So I'm gonna give this a little refresh since Thursday because over the weekend I didn't really check my phone at all for Twitter notifications. I didn't look at the emails. I know we got some more backers. I think we closed out a little bit above 30,000. So let me do a little refresh on this, see where we're at. It's hard. I got to zoom in here. Hard to read this stuff. But thank you guys for coming in. Even on that last day, we did a little short stream in our hotel, and we showed off the pool too from above, which is really cool. There it is, so close to 31K, $30,898. 420 backers. If you guys haven't backed, jump on it. We have a lot of work to do to compile all these awesome images. I know we got some colors in just today, so this week we're going to be going through all of our emails and stuff, pulling those out, getting some more stuff colored. So thank you guys for making this the biggest State Comics 2 months, 60 days yet with this $30,000, 420 backers. You guys are the best. Hell, guys. 2 weeks. Sumo Authority's mad because we had 2 weeks with no sketch cards.
We were busy. I know he gets upset about that.
I'm sorry, Sumo.
We're gonna have to do better.
We'll do better next time. We actually met some artists that want to do sketch cards for us to add Anime Matsuri, which is awesome. Smash the like, yes. All right, we're closing down the poll. One last look: Heather Graham versus Catalina. Let's go to YouTube here. End the poll. 21 votes. Thank you guys for the participation in the chat. Coming in at 22 votes, 68% to 31. Catalina retains the championship belt for another week. That's 3 weeks in a row, ladies and gentlemen.
That's big.
It's gonna be tough knocking her off the throne.
Mhm.
We'll see what the future holds.
If she posts a turtleneck sweater,
If she keeps getting thrown up against like 50-plus-year-old celebrities, she's gonna just keep winning.
Hey, 50-year-olds are the staple of the Hardline Babe of the Week. If you're not at least 40, you barely ever get a shot. So
that's not wrong. I will throw in Alan's his contestant.
His quote unquote model.
Yeah, I'll throw the model into the Hardline, and we could decide if we want to put her up for next week.
By the way, speaking of sketch cards,
yes,
these two are still available right now.
Got them in hand.
For drawing. These are incredible. Like, absolutely. If you're a fan of sketch cards, look at the colors on these. Like, these are no joke, man. Like, you're not going to get cards like this anywhere else. Oh. Like, one's already sold. There's two available. Definitely help us get closer to our goal and unlock the Ace versus Vane Hardline print. And like I said, all this stuff is in hand. I got Joe Balls cards in hand. I'm just waiting for Sim to get me his, which I know that will be on their way. And yeah, guys, let's make this happen.
Awesome. All the links are below in the description. Go back Death if you haven't yet. Back Tales from the Natverse, the Ace, and spread the word about all this stuff, guys, because we're trying to make the coolest possible comics for you guys in the chat.
And I just want to mention that I mentioned it in the chat, but people missed out. There's a link that's out to all the backers that are already backed Tales from the Natverse 2 to get one of those, not the Merc minifigure. And
Really?
that's exclusive for the Indiegogo right now. So if you want to go get it, you got a secret link there, and I'm not making it available after.
Check that out. Yeah, that's awesome. Lots of stuff going on around the hardline here, guys, and we ain't stopping. So thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks to everybody that came to see us at Animal Matsuri.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wish I could have done.
It's going to be, hopefully we can do more cons coming up in the future. That's going to be awesome, and all hang out together. So go find
You'll be able to see at least the Toad Boys and the Diaz Boys at the Cincinnati Comic Con, even if it's not like you guys at the booth the entire time. You know, there's a good chance if you want to meet them and you're in the area, catch them Diaz brothers, Cincinnati, late in September. Go check it out.
We're trying to make it down, so see us there.
Oh,
and
I'll make you make it down. I'll send you gas money if I have to. No, I won't, but because I got to pay you already for all the other favors you did. Once I get my other debts out of the way, we'll see.
Well, maybe we'll just drive all those books over there.
It's a possibility. I won't argue with it. I'll still give you money either way. But
Hail, brother. So we'll see you guys probably Friday for a Diaz Brothers show, and go find another stream. Get out of here. You can't stay here, guys. We'll see you later.
Later.
See